Hey traders, John Howell here. Let's get into a market update. Let's go. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get into today's market update. Make sure you head on down to johnsfreegift.com where I'm giving you free access to my breakthrough trading course. This is a trading course that I've recorded, and it walks you through the 5 phases that's going to really help you with your trading. If you are really struggling with the trading right now and you're losing a lot of money, phase number 1 is definitely going to help you out. You're going to learn the biggest mistakes you make right now. There's actually 13 biggest mistakes you're making right now, and also how to overcome them as well. So go to johnsfreegift.com, or very first link in the description. Go get there right now, guys. Just go get the free help. I give you my trading system. I give you chart reading techniques and the mindset and the biggest breakthroughs and the pathways, and I'll give you a whole bunch of good stuff, okay? It's a free course. Go get the help you guys need. So let's have a look at the stock market. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. And do not be fooled. This actually could be a fake out before this could truly be a fake out. So right now what I'm saying here is on the stock market, we're starting to get a little bit of an upward move here, right? So we're starting to get this little upward move. There we go. Why is my computer slow? All right, so we're getting a little bit of an upward move right now, okay? A little upward move. And this is actually very, very dangerous for a lot of people because this actually could be a total fake out. Now, what I mean by that is that when we're looking at these markets here, right, we have down and we have a cross, and then now we're getting a little bit of an upward move here. But here's the thing. By looking at this market, okay, by squeezing my charts up through here, and this is actually a really important sort of tool that I use when I'm trying to read the markets and try to get a good understand of where the trend is at, because the trend is your friend until the what? Until the end, right? The trend is your friend until the end. So when we're looking at this here, we can see that if I'm just looking at today, let's just go to the last 3 months. If I'm just looking at this bar right here, all right, if I'm just looking at this bar right here, right now, if I'm just looking at that, then I'm not getting I could see this bar and I can see the flow here, but I'm not getting a good understanding of where we're at. But if I zoom my charts out a bit more, let me bring this up through here somewhere like that. Now, I know you guys can't, so if you're new to the market, you may not be knowing what to look for in these markets, but the biggest thing that I'm looking for is I'm always looking for who's in control of this market. Not what I want or what I think or what I hope or what I'm fearful of or what the Donkey Kongs say, right? Donkey Kong as in like other people, right? Not yours truly, right? But so who's in control? Now what does it mean by who's in control? Where is the trend? So if we're having a look at the trend, if the market goes up, then we have a pullback, we go up, we have a pullback, we go up, we have a pullback. Who's in control of this market? The buyers, right? Because they're stepping up. Just because we get pullbacks in an upward trend does not mean the buyers are not in control. The buyers, low, higher low, higher low. This could just be another high low all the way up, right? So they're stepping and they're stepping up. So the buyers are in control at that time. Flip it on its head, and then in a downward trend, what do we have? And my voice just started to go downward, down, and then a pullback, down, and then a pullback, and then down, right? And then a pullback. So who's in control of this market? The sellers. Why? Because we're in a downward, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Now, there is also a flip side of this one here, right? There's also a flip side. There is also a flip side of there's buyers in control, which is this point through here, right? Sellers in control, that point through there. I'm just laughing, guys, because my computer's like freezing on me every 2 seconds or so when I'm using my Camtasia to record this here. So, and then what we have, oh, I just took everything off the screen there. How good's that? And then there's buyers in control, what I just showed you there. And there's sellers in control. And then there's what? There's no one in control. No one in control would be what? When we're doing this. See how there's no trend. So who's in control? No one. So for me, I'm asking, rule number one is who's in control right now? Not what I want, not what I think of, not what I'm fearful of, not what I'm afraid of, not what Peter Schiff said, or Harry Dent said, or Jim Cramer said, or what Johnny Howe said, right? No. Forget all those barge asses. And that's right. I'll actually exclude, not me, right? I'm not in that boat. Who's in control right now? And that's what we need to go with. So if we're looking at this market here as we speak, who's in control? Okay, so let's go down to here. So we have what? We have a down, rip, and then we make a lower high, right? Down, rip, a sort of a double bottom, double top. Oh, not too sure what's going on here. Oh, look at this here. Rip down through there. What's that? Then it made a lower low, lower high. And now look what's happened. We've come down and now we're doing what? We're down doing this here. So not our thoughts, not our opinions, not what we want, what we're hoping. Oh, I'm long this market right now, so I hope this is going to be the bottom. No, right? Trade what you see, not what you hope for. I could go on right now. You know what? The bottom's in, the sentiment, the inflation, the debt, the this, the that, the that. That's all just opinions, right? Yes, my opinion. You want my opinion? We are going to go through an incredible boom move coming real soon. It is going to be enormous, and we are going to run past 4,800, and we're going to be on our way to 6,000 on the S&P 500. That's my opinion. Someone just put in the chat box below, you're an idiot. I know, it's okay. It's okay. So the thing is I actually still believe we're going to get that. Funny enough, I do believe we're going to get that. I believe things are so negative right now that we're getting very close to some sort of a bottom in the market overall. So that's my thoughts. That's the big picture. Big picture may take some time, right? So, but what we're looking at right now is if I'm looking at this particular stock, call this anything. Call this JP Morgan, call this Caterpillar, call this Microsoft, call this Amazon, call this Citibank, call this JP Morgan, call this Alibaba, call this Metastock, call it anything. Who's in control right now of this particular stock? And that is the sellers. High, lower high, and now we're getting a pullback here. So even if we did get a little upward move, guess what? This could just be a little lower high before what? Before we roll over it. It gives you a fake out and then starts to roll over through it. So rule number one is what? Never trade against who's in control of the market. Never do that. Because just like when we had the bull move, you never know where it's going to end, but wait for the market to tell you. Right? Look at this here. Market's gone up, pullback. Market's gone up, pullback. Oh, the top's in, the top's in, the top's in. Higher, low. Market runs up, pullback. Oh, the top's in, the top's in. Market runs up, pullback. Oh, the top's in, the top's in, the top's in. Pullback, rally up. Right? Higher, low. Oh, the top's in, the top's in, the top's in. Rally up. Higher, low. Oh, the top's in, the top's in, the top's in. Higher, low. Pullback. Higher, low. Higher low, higher low, higher low. Then we made a higher low, then we ripped a roller. So it was this point right here that we finally stopped making what? We stopped making these higher lows every single time up. That's the last higher low before what? Before we actually got this low point through there. So just like the upward trend, we never know when the trend's going to end. Let the market tell you that. But if the market like this here, if we're in a very big bull market, let's stay with the higher lows. Right now, if we're in a downward trend and in a bear market, stay with the lower highs, right? So always trade with this who's in control. So if you're trying to go long here right now for a good short term, oh, the market's going to bottom and it's going to go up, here we go. You're trading with your ego. Throw your bloody ego out the window, okay? Because guess what? The market loves your ego. It's going to smack the fucking shit out of you. That's what it's going to do. So don't trade against the trend. This is one of the biggest mistakes most traders make. And I saw this they did this the exact same thing on the GDX as well too. Right? Look at this back here. Market came down, it came back up. We're in a downward trend. Then we started to get a little bit of a breakout, and I saw so many people doing this. I'm like, don't trade against the trend. Look at this here. There was a breakout there. People are like, oh, it's breaking out. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. I'm like, don't. It's going to be a fake out. And then the market came down, and then we had this big engulfing bar through here. Oh, John, you don't know what you're talking about. The market, the bottom's in, and all this sort of stuff, all right? And then the market went down. I was trying to tell them, now, I'm not right every time. Well, 99.9% of the time I'm right. That 0.1% of the time, it's, you know, right? But all I do know is that the market's telling you that we're in a downward trend and we're starting and we're rolling over, right? We're creating this lower high formation. We're starting to roll over. Then the trend is down. Who's in control? The sellers. And now you're trying to go against that. Never fight against the overall markets in that there. So there we go, traders. There's a bit of an update for you, and I'll see you in the next one.